Hello and welcome to World This Week by Latest Laws. This is our weekly program, so subscribe and press the bell icon to get notified. My name is Monica Rahar and let's get started by having a look at significant developments before the Supreme Court of India. The Honorable Apex Court has dismissed a plea for bail of COVID-positive convict former MLA Mahendra Yadav, who is currently serving a jail term of 10 years in 1984 anti-Sikh riots case. Centre has reappointed Tushar Mehta as Solicitor General and 5 existing additional Solicitor Generals to Supreme Court for next 3 years. Supreme Court Collegium has decided to meet after July to consider 120 proposals for appointment to various high courts. Supreme Court Bar Clerks Association files plea in Apex Court seeking monthly compensation of Rs 15,000 and National Scheme for Distress Redressal. In the case of Rajasthan State Warehousing Corporation versus Star Agri Warehousing and Collateral Management Limited and others, the Supreme Court has held that courts need to weigh conflicting public interests prior to grant of interim directions in contractual matters. Plea in Supreme Court seeks directions to BCI and State Bar Councils to permit advocates to advertise and take up alternative works during lockdown. Now let's proceed with the second segment of our news analysis, which is the Delhi High Court, and see what transpired before the court this week. The Delhi High Court has declined to entertain a PIL seeking directions to the government of Delhi and also to the central government to make obtaining plasma from recovered patients of COVID-19 either at home or at hospital mandatory. The High Court has suggested that magistrates should first dispose of cases where foreign Jamaat attendees plead guilty or are willing to enter plea bargains. The High Court has asked University of Delhi as to why contempt proceedings be not initiated against it for trying to mislead the court by withholding information on deferment of the online open book exams. The High Court extends time till August 11 for giving suggestions to Controversial Draft Environment Impact Assessment 2020, which provides for post facto approval of projects, doing away with public consultations in certain matters. Delhi High Court has also said that an accused should be given a copy of the status report or reply filed by the jail superintendent in the court in bail matters. Now let's proceed with Bombay High Court and see significant developments before the court. The Bombay High Court directed prison authorities to conduct random COVID-19 testing of inmates while following the Indian Council of Medical Research guideline. A government resolution directing all educational institutions not to hike their fee for the academic year 2020-2021 in view of COVID-19 was held to be out of jurisdiction by the court. Yes Bank has moved the Bombay High Court to restrain Zee Entertainment stake sale. Now let's proceed with significant developments before the Punjab and Haryana High Court. Punjab and Haryana High Court has restrained the Haryana government from dispersing information about some private schools sought by some private persons under the Right to Information Act. The High Court raps RERA for palpably wrong circular during lockdown for extending the term of projects which were registered and has expired. The High Court dismissed bail plea of boy allegedly involved in the 2007 case of murder of class 2nd student in a Gurugram school. Here's an update in the nationwide debated case of custodial death in Tamil Nadu. The Madras High Court, after reading post-mortem reports and a report of local judicial magistrate which showed thrashing of the father-son duo with lathis, observed that there is prima facie ground to book policemen for the murder of P. Jayaraj and J. Benix. The Allahabad High Court has dismissed a PIL which sought directions to all the schools and colleges in UP to not charge monthly fee from students and held that closure of these educational institutions due to COVID-19 is not akin to holidays. Now let's proceed with our next segment of miscellaneous news updates. The Bar Council of India has constituted a committee to consider the feasibility of conducting CLAT exam for law school admissions in vernacular languages. Center bans 59 Chinese apps including TikTok, UC Browser and Beauty Plus. ALET and CLAT 2020 exams are scheduled to be held on August 18 and August 22 respectively. SBI has urged UK Home Secretary to reject Vijay Mallya's asylum plea. The Permanent Court of Arbitration at Hague has said that India is entitled to get compensation in the Italian Marines case but cannot prosecute them. Tamil Nadu government has decided to proceed with a proposal to pay a monthly stipend of Rs 3,000 for young lawyers in the state for a period of 2 years. A complaint has been filed against filmmakers Mukesh Bhatt and Mahesh Bhatt for allegedly hurting Hindu sentiments through a poster of their upcoming film Sadak 2. Consumer Court directs ICICI Bank not to close 7 saving accounts of a Panchkula family. After senior advocate Mukul Rohtagi, senior advocate Abhishek Singhvi has also denied taking up the case of TikTok. 2 girls elope and marry each other in MP. Police books groom under POCSO as her bride is a minor. Haryana State Vigilance Bureau has booked 14 senior ranking officers of Fisheries Department for obtaining MSc in Zoology degree in illegal manner from Rajasthan and Tamil Nadu universities. Babri Masjid demolition case, recording of statements deferred as special CBI court sealed after 48 hours after lawyers contracts COVID-19. Now let's proceed with the last but not the least segment of this news analysis, which is the international news updates. Israeli court releases anti-Benjamin activist after arrest. Justin Bieber files $20 million defamation lawsuit against sexual assault accuser. Court of Appeal rules against Trump administration, says it wrongly diverted $2.5 billion military funds to build wall with Mexico. Pakistan's anti-graft body files corruption case against ex-Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif. A UK teenager who threw French boy from London Art Gallery roof is jailed for 15 years. That's all we have for this week. The link to these news updates is given in the description section for your kind perusal. You may refer to them. Thank you for being with us. We hope this was a productive session for all of us. Until we come up with the next video, stay tuned and take care.